I did wear my choo-choo train tie today to celebrate what's going to happen a little later when I get the opportunity to sign that bill. First of all, Jack, thank you for having me, and thank you for your leadership, and for the fact that you've been so willing to consult with us, to work with us, and to share your wisdom and your passion with us, and I appreciate that. So thank you for letting me come and spend a few moments with you this morning. Things aren't perfect. The economy is difficult and challenging. A lot of people are finding life very difficult. And these are unusual times. Perhaps never in the history of our country have we seen the convergence of the particular array of economic forces and circumstances that we are trying to deal with today. And I think we all should recognize that and know that this is a time, if there ever was one, for shared sacrifice. I really believe that we can come out of this period, if we are wise in the decisions that we make now, a stronger, healthier, and a more cohesive community of people. I think it's time for us to start looking out for each other and not to be so self-centered and I will confess that I've had moments of self-centeredness in my own life. But perhaps we can learn from these circumstances a new way of relating to each other and to our communities and to our environment. I think in spite of all the challenges that we have, it's necessary for us to continue to think about the future. And over the last few months, I think we have seen some good things happen that will be good for the future of our state and the people who live in it. With your help and the help of others of the environmental community, we were able to finally come together with the Great Lakes Compact, as Jack has said. And on July the 1st, I had the privilege of signing that compact that will keep the management decisions over the waters of the Great Lakes where those management decisions need to be, rather than having them vested in the federal government, whose broader interests may not be consistent with the interests of our state and in the larger interests of this incredible, wonderful resource that we call the Great Lakes. Last May, I had the privilege, after a year-long series of negotiations and debates and legislative deliberations, I was able to sign into law SB 221. Now, you may recall that in the early times, as we proposed that law and tried to develop the coalition necessary to get it passed, that there were those who said it absolutely could not happen, that Ohio, of all states, could not pass an electric restructuring bill that had a significant renewable and advanced energy portfolio standard as a part of it. But what we did, we laid out a series of principles early on, before we even got to the construction of the legislation itself. A set of principles that we felt if we followed them, we would end up where we needed to be, and we did that. Now, so we created an advanced energy standard that rivals that of any state in our nation. We certainly have made Ohio one of the leading states for advanced energy production into the future, and it is estimated by the year 2025 that Ohio will have created 5,700 megawatts of new advanced and renewable energy within our state. This puts Ohio third only to California and Illinois for capacity, as Ohio is the fourth largest energy-intensive state in the nation. Now, there are some, I understand, who are being a little critical of us, that our PUCO has not yet put forth the rules regarding the implementation of this standard. And I find it somewhat humorous that some of those being critical were at the beginning of the process of the development of SB 221, who said there will never be a mandate in Ohio. That was where we started out as we tried to develop SB 221. And over a period of time, they became educated, and you influenced them. And we ended up with a strong portfolio standard. Now, our PUCO has been working, as you know, on trying to get these rate cases behind us. But we are totally and absolutely committed to making sure that this standard is fully implemented in a timely manner. There are so many things happening in Ohio right now regarding the development of renewable energies. I spoke in New York City a week ago this past Monday to a gathering there of about 200 firms from Spain. Vice President Gore also was one of the speakers at that meeting. These are companies that are interested in investing in Ohio. Two of them, particularly, you may have heard of, Isapotan. It's a large solar production company headquartered in Spain, but increasingly spreading around the world. Ohio has signed a memorandum of understanding with that company so that they will be investing in solar panel production in Ohio. Another company, M. Torres, is a large wind power company. They do a lot of things, but they're particularly interested in wind power in Ohio. They have been to visit me at the governor's residence 3 times in the last 6 or so months, and are very interested in pursuing the possibility of a wind farm in Lake Erie. So there are so many new and emerging companies. I was just yesterday morning with the founder, the professor and founder of Sunlight, a new solar production company that's emerging in the Toledo area. A very exciting company. Lightweight, flexible solar panels that can be easily transported and easily attached to homes and roofs. I've talked to some of our major utilities. Our major utility companies are interested increasingly in getting into the production of solar panels and the implementation and installation of solar panels on the homes and businesses that they represent. I guess what I'm sharing with you is the fact that we are seeing the development of new emerging industries that have the capacity to make Ohio a healthy state in many ways, to make our environment cleaner, to provide jobs for our people, and I think we all should be excited about that. But I don't think it would have happened if we had not gotten a renewable energy standard in SB 221. I just do not think these companies would be looking at Ohio for this kind of major investment. So thank you for your efforts in helping us do that.